Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Ross Benjamin, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be giving you a quick pitching report for a couple of games. First off, how you doing this morning, Ross?
I'm doing very well, Dex. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Now see if I can make some extra money and feel a little bit better today. First off, let's look at the pitchers that are coming from the Cubbies and the Blue Jays matchup. Now, Ross, the Cubbies, they're calling up on Kyle Hendricks. And you and I both know this guy pretty well, as we've actually started to follow him since he was called up from the minors. But I think that people actually want to know if his production has been as of late. You know, is he showing any signs of slowing down?
If he is, Dex, I certainly don't see it. I don't think you are as well. All he's done since being called up from the minors is go 9-1 against the money in his first 10 starts in the major leagues with a stellar 2.17 ERA, and all while pitching for an awful Cubs team. Pitching on the road hasn't fazed this kid either. He's got a perfect 5-0 against the money on the road with a 2.65 ERA, and this guy has allowed 2 earned runs or less in each of his last 9 starts.
Now, the Blue Jays, they're going to be calling up on Drew Hutchinson, and I bet this guy isn't easy to size up considering his inconsistent gameplay. But what do you think we can expect from him, tonight? And do you actually have somewhat of a prognostication on him?
Yes, Hutchinson's been outstanding in his last 3 starts, posting an excellent 1.89 ERA. But as you alluded to, his inconsistencies this year, it looks like a graph that goes up and down like a wave in the ocean. Unfortunately, he struggled a bit at home. He's posted a lofty 5.17 ERA at the Rogers Center in Toronto while going 4-7 against the money. So he is a very difficult pitcher to gauge. He's in good form right now, but you just never know what you're going to get from this guy from one start to the next.
All right, Ross, so considering all that, this pick might have been a little bit easier for you, but who are you going to give the edge to in this case?
Well, based on pure value, Dex, I have to give the slight edge to Kyle Hendricks of the Cubs over Drew Hutchinson of the Blue Jays. I mean, I know the Blue Jays need this game a heck of a lot more in regards to hanging on in the AL wildcard playoff race. I know the Cubs are a terrible team, but Hendricks has proven that he's able to keep the Cubs in games, and for whatever reason, the Cubs continue to win with him on the mound. So I'm going to give the slight edge to Hendricks of the Cubs over Hutchinson of the Jays.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you on that one. All right, now let's look at the other pitchers that are coming from the game between the Cardinals and the Reds. Now, the Cardinals, they really liked John Lackey when they picked him up from the trade deadline. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't cheap. Now, Ross, has he been able to live up to the team's expectations so far?
Well, I would say the jury is still out on that, Dex, and the verdict probably is not going to come back till after the postseason concludes. Lackey does come off a shaky outing in his last start at Milwaukee. In that outing, he allowed 6 earned runs and 9 hits during a 6-2 loss. However, that loss did stop a 4-0 money line run for the Cardinals hurler. So this guy is solid. He's a proven postseason pitcher. We'll see what happens in the upcoming few weeks.
All right, now how about the Red starter, Dominican Alfredo Simon? Now, I actually checked out your article, and he's pretty much had a polar opposite 2-sided season. But can you actually explain a bit of that so we can pretty much have a clear idea of what to expect from him?
Yeah, polar opposite 2-sided season is putting it mildly. This guy got off to a terrific 15-3 against the money in his first 18 starts this season. But boy, has he cooled off considerably since. He's gone a dismal 1-9 against the money over his last 10 starts. He's seen 4 of his last 5 go over the total while posting a lofty 5.72 ERA in those last 5 starts. So I hope that explains his 2-sided season.
Yeah, no doubt. And I'm pretty sure that made your pick a lot easier as well. But, who are you giving the lean to in this case?
Yeah, that's correct. Right now, Alfredo Simon is just sorely lacking confidence and just not trusting his stuff. It's not like John Lackey has been lights out in recent starts, but he is the best of 2 evils, I should say, out of the 2 pitchers this evening. I'm giving the slightest of edges tonight to John Lackey over Alfredo Simon in this one.
All right, Ross. Once again, thank you very much for all your valuable insights, and we'll talk some more baseball tomorrow.
Thank you, and I appreciate you having me, Dax.
And it's always a pleasure to have you here, Ross. And for SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.